Hey guys, it's David here, and it's currently day 56. Hopefully, you guys had an amazing day, right? And of course, doing better than yesterday. But that being said, today I want to talk about, is it possible to bulk in jail? Is it possible to gain some muscle whilst you're locked up? Is it possible to, pack on some decent size before you get released? Now, the answer to this is very simple. Hell yes, you can. Matter of fact, I'll argue that from my experience, you can build more muscle in there than you could on the outside. Now, let me clarify what I'm saying, right? Because this might sound absolutely absurd. You can build more muscle in jail. What? But it is true. Well, to some degree, right? Depending on where you are in your prison journey, then it matters if you will gain muscle or lose muscle, right? So, for example, if you first go into jail, you're going to be placed into a maximum security prison, right? The chances of you gaining muscle in there is slim to impossible, right? You're going to be locked up 23 hours a day with 1 hour of yard week, right? 1 hour yard time, probably play some basketball and a pull up bar at best, and then you go back into your cell one by one with your celly, push ups and calisthenics is the most you could do, right? However, the food there very, very low in calories, right? I'm talking about 1,500 to 2,000 max. That's if you include all the junk food, right? So even if you eat right, you train heavy amounts, you're not going to be in a calorie surplus to put in that muscle. Unless you're a newbie, right? Unless you just start working out, well, you're you're going to gain muscle invariably, right? Because you have newbie gains to gain, right? So even if you eat slowly below maintenance, you'll still gain that muscle, right? However, I'm not talking about newbies, right? I'm talking about someone that's been to the gym for 45 years constantly. Can that person gain muscle? Because that is most likely what you guys are wondering or interested in, right? If I've been going to the gym for a long time, if I get locked up, can I gain muscle in there, right? Am I going to waste my time? Am I going to lose all my gains? So let me answer this question for you. Let's just say you got locked up one day, right? And you had no outside support. Like this is like the worst case scenario, right? You have no outside support, you have no inside connections, and you have no street value, right? So you're not part of the street life, right? So let's just say this, average Joe that woke up on the wrong side of bed, right? That walked down the street and it was a bad weather, bad day, and you just accidentally did a little bit of crime, right? Some really, really stupid crime, right? Maybe you got charged for drink driving, or maybe you slapped a feminist on the face. So you got locked up for however long, right? If that's the case, the first few months, all right, before you get assessed on your security rating, the first 3 months in the maximum will be absolute hell for you, right? You're gonna lose muscles, you're gonna lose a ton of fat and a ton of muscles, right? Even if you do calisthenics, well, most likely if you're a bodybuilder, you don't know how to do goddamn calisthenics, right? So the most you're gonna do push-ups, pull-ups, some crunches, maybe you innovate and make some water weight with some buckets, but that is unlikely if you've been to the jail for the first time, right? You have no experience whatsoever. So it's very unlikely for you to gain muscle. It is almost near impossible because bear in mind, you won't have someone tossing you steroids over the fence because you have no street value, right? You're just this average Joe. So steroids is out of the equation. Does that happen in jail? Hell yes, it does. People shoot themselves with needles. Drugs will work, but mostly steroids. It's definitely possible to get TRT in there and a lot of other anabolics, right? Totally possible, but that is for more high value prisoners than an average Joe, right? So back to this average Joe, right? No outside support, so even buying food in there will be a very challenging task, right? Because you got to get a job, and maximum security prisons don't have that much job available, and if they do, pay is pretty goddamn shit. To build muscle in the first few months in jail, it is gonna be impossible, unfortunately. However, your main priority then is to behave and lower your security rating to a minimum security if the best case, but majority of the cases you'll go to your medium security, right? Where here you have more flexibility, maybe a gym, maybe some cables. The food will still be the same, still the same 1,500 to 2,000 calories a day. However, you have more job opportunities, so you can get, better jobs or different jobs. Get a job ASAP, because then you can get promoted quicker to get more money and to buy yourself more food, obviously. Obviously, you can buy weekly canteen spends, right? Like weekly packages where you can buy, different canned fish, your tunas, your mussels, your sardines, add a lot of candies, chips, noodles, instant noodles, migoris, and then some meat, some raw meat like chicken breast, rump steak, lamb chops. But if you buy those, guys, bear in mind, if you don't eat them right away, you buy them, you're gonna get absolutely mocked. You're gonna get mocked for your meat. They're gonna take your meat and they're gonna take something other than your meat, if you know what I mean. Um, but that being said, your chances of building muscle in a medium security will be much higher, right? There will be, I guess, some cables for you to actually do some ISO workouts. If you get a job, there'll be funds for you to buy food. So it is possible to build muscle in a medium security prison. Would your diet be clean? Unlikely. The calories won't be clean. Unlikely, unless you in there get into a more enhanced sector, or here we call self-care, where you can actually buy legit real meat, right? You can buy real meat and cook them yourself. You can buy rice, but you can buy a lot of shit, right? And there's a stove in there, so you can actually cook your own food. So if you get to that area, it is much more ideal for you to eat whole foods, right? But that does take some time. However, the main goal for you to make is to get yourself as low on the security rating as possible. Because when you reach the minimum, that is paradise. That is absolutely jail paradise, right? Maximum freedom, maximum, good quality food, good quality canteen, amazing, amazing gym, like a full-on gym, guys. Barbells, free weights, cables, leg press, everything you need that you have on the outside to build that muscle, right? And of course, more jobs, more positions for you to level up. So, quicker for you to level up on pace so you can get more money. So it is absolutely ideal for you guys to get into minimum security. And when you get to minimum security is when you can absolutely build more muscle than you would on the outside. And why would I say build more muscle? Because first of all, the cost of living inside and outside is relatively the same, right? If you spend about $70 a week inside, you'll get the same amount you will spend $70 on the outside. Would the food be the same? Absolutely yes, right? You can buy chicken breast in there and some other stuff for $70 than you would on the outside. Of course, you can argue how fresh they are, but that's not the fucking problem, right? If you're being in jail, you wouldn't care if the thing is freaking 10 days old, you eat it, right? So, cost of living is the same, and the amount of money you're earning there will just pretty much cover your food expenses, right? If you don't smoke, you'll be fine, right? You'll be absolutely fine earning a level two wage. You can buy the stuff you need to put on the bulk, right? I was in there minimum security, spending about $60 a week or maybe less, $50 a week. And I would say I was eating at a 3,400 calorie surplus with about 190 grams of protein, right? Absolutely insane. And it is clean food, no dirty calories whatsoever, right? And I absolutely put on some size in there, and I absolutely increased my strength gains in there well more than I had done on the outside. So, from my experience, I could definitely say you can definitely gain a lot of muscle in there because the factor is, you have no responsibilities. You don't have to be accountable for anything. You have no stress whatsoever, right? You sleep like an absolute baby. Matter of fact, you can sleep for the whole day. So you don't have to worry about fatigue, because most likely you won't have fatigue, right? You can train 24/7, and the food there is good and it's unlimited, right? If you have the spend, if you have the money, it is unlimited, right? So, you can totally build more muscle in there than on the outside. And I mainly say this because of the accessibility you have to the gym, right? That you have no, I guess, stress or responsibilities to worry about. So you can just focus on your goals, right? You have more than enough time to sleep. So recovery isn't a problem. So, all these factors just kind of make your progression much, much more effective than you would be on the outside where you have to be, stressing about work, your kids, and all this other bullshit, right? And you probably can't sleep at night because of those worries and stress, right? That actually just, fucks up your whole workout routine, right? So the answer is yes, you can definitely build muscle in gel, right? And you can definitely lose muscle in gel, right? And here's the thing, you'll lose muscle indefinitely in the beginning of your journey, but if you know what you're doing and you're dedicated to make your time worthwhile, you can definitely turn the tables and make some absolute fucking gains. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for today. This has been my Thursday, and I hope you guys found this valuable in any way. But if not, that's totally fine. Because, like always, I have something for you guys tomorrow. So, see you guys then. Bye bye.